Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers. If stories about love, betrayal, and hard, painful truths draw you in, tap the subscribe button and join our storytelling family. Now let me tell you how my life unraveled. I destroyed a 10-year marriage in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. 10 minutes. One impulsive decision. That was all it took for the life I built with the man I promised forever to begin collapsing right in front of me. The worst part is that I watched it happen fully aware, as if I were standing outside my own body, seeing the spark catch and turn into a fire, and choosing not to stop it. Ethan and I were never perfect. No relationship is, but we had our rhythms, our balance, our unspoken understanding. Quiet mornings sharing coffee before the kids woke up. Tuesday nights reserved for takeout. The subtle looks we exchanged across the room when one of our children said something funny or absurd. It was an ordinary life, the kind you don't realize the value of until it's gone. I used to feel grateful for it until one day I didn't anymore. It started with something that seemed harmless enough. A work conference in Chicago 3 days away. I even packed Ethan's favorite pajamas because they smelled like home. I felt guilty leaving him alone to juggle our 2 kids. But beneath that guilt was another feeling I didn't want to admit. Relief, freedom, space to breathe. The hotel was elegant, all gleaming marble and warm lighting, with complimentary wine flowing in the lobby. I hadn't felt like that version of myself in years. My boss, Lauren, encouraged me to attend the welcome mixer. That's where I met James. He was nothing like Ethan. He was confident, charming, magnetic, with an easy smile that made me forget about the life waiting for me back home. Stretch marks, school pickup lines, and a minivan. He listened, truly listened. We talked about books, travel, music. He laughed at things Ethan used to laugh at before life grew heavy. When the event ended, he walked me to the elevator. As the doors opened, his fingers brushed against mine. I didn't pull away. That night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling. Nothing physical had happened, not even a hug, but something inside me had shifted, and I knew it. The next day, we kept running into each other. Same sessions, seats next to each other, shared notes, lunch together. I knew I should put distance between us, but I didn't want to. That truth still makes me uncomfortable to admit. That evening, we went to dinner, just the 2 of us. He told me about his divorce, about how his wife stopped seeing him, stopped wanting him, about how invisible he felt. I should have said, "I'm married. I have a family." Instead, I said, "I understand." In the elevator again, he kissed me. It wasn't dramatic or fiery. It was soft, slow, almost familiar, and that terrified me. I didn't stop him, kissed him back. I wish I could say that's where it ended, that I suddenly thought about Ethan, or our kids, or the vows I once meant with my whole heart. But I didn't. We went to his room. 10 minutes. That's all it took to erase 10 years of loyalty, patience, forgiveness, late-night talks, and ordinary love. 10 minutes. When I came home, everything felt different. Ethan greeted me with a tired smile and kissed my cheek. I nearly fell apart, not immediately from guilt, but from the crushing awareness of what I had destroyed. For 2 weeks, I pretended nothing had happened. I cooked his favorite meals, initiated intimacy, volunteered for bedtime duty. I tried to drown my shame in effort. Ethan noticed. He asked if I was okay. I told him I was fine. I wasn't. Guilt doesn't hit all at once. It creeps in quietly. When your child hands you a drawing of your family, when your husband absent-mindedly rubs your back on the couch, when he tells you he's proud of you. Then one night, Ethan saw a message. I had been careless. James texted me, nothing explicit, but enough. "I've been thinking about you. I can't forget last time." Ethan didn't yell. He didn't cry. He handed me my phone and asked, "Can you explain this?" And everything fell apart. I told him everything. No excuses. No blame. No minimizing. I owed him the truth even if it destroyed us. He listened in silence. His hands trembled slightly. His jaw was clenched so tightly I could hear it. When I finished, he asked one question. "Do you love him?" I didn't, but I hesitated. That pause broke something in him. He stood up, walked into our bedroom, and closed the door. I slept on the couch. The next morning, his bag was packed. He said he needed space. He said he didn't know if he could ever see me the same way again. The kids asked why their dad was staying at grandma's. I told them he needed a short break. A week later, he filed for separation. I begged. I cried. I wrote letters. We tried counseling. We tried dinner dates, but every attempt came back to the same question. Why? And I never had a clear answer. Why did I risk everything for someone I didn't even love? Why did I trade a life we built for 10 reckless minutes? Sometimes I think I just wanted to feel alive again. Sometimes I think I was selfish. Sometimes I think I'll never fully understand myself. It's been 7 months. The divorce isn't final yet. Ethan sees the kids on weekends. He's polite, distant. I still live in the same house, but it doesn't feel like home anymore. The silence echoes. The coffee tastes wrong. People say one moment doesn't define you, but this one did. Because in 10 minutes, I became the villain in my own story. And I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself. Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers.